Hello everyone, and this is GanGStaRss here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale video. And this time today, guys, as you can see, the start on your screens is the Ice King. Time for his gameplay for the channel for GanGStaRss. And it's a really nice one today, guys. It's a squads gameplay with Robior and GanGStaRss, so I'm very much looking forward to bringing this out with them. And as you can see, I opt for the red colouring. It's the main one that I like, to be honest, out of the options available, white, blue and the gold one, and about halfway to the white one now. And talking of white, look at the map, it's covered in snow. So we had the Ice King event, guys, which I was in a game for the time that it happened. I think it was the previous Saturday, or maybe the Saturday before that, wasn't it? I can't remember now, but about 7 o'clock UK time this event happened, and snow covered the map from Polar Peak. The Ice King came out of his sphere and the whole map was covered in snow. And yeah, so you know, this is gameplay since that event. I hope you guys really enjoy it, and I've got a lot of nice things to come out as well as this gameplay. Like I said, guys, starting off this squads gameplay today, there's a few things I want to talk about. Playing with Robior and GanGStaRss is one of my besties, and also in this gameplay we're playing with Philon, and we got an awesome random in this gameplay who is FPA Lewis, by the way. And I just want to give this guy a shout out because he was one of the best randoms we've had in our times playing squads with Philon to get a 4th, and he was fantastic in this gameplay, and definitely was helpful to us, you know, towards getting the royale. And after the game we actually invited him in because he was that good. We were happy with him, how he played, and really, you know, I knew from the way that like he was kind of playing with us in the game though, and you know, how he was reacting to things that we were doing. Like this guy was going to be a, you know, a good player that we would have, and you know, a good chance of winning the royale. And so, you know, really fantastic. I just want to give him a shout out here on GanGStaRss and celebrating being on the channel. I think he was looking forward to it when I told him that I would be uploading this gameplay. So here it is, Lewis. I hope you enjoy. So great to have you here, buddy, on GanGStaRss. But you know, a fantastic debut for Ice King entities as well. So guys, the challenges for the Ice King that have come out for his glider, what were epic thinking. And I just want to put to one thing here, the golden ice brutes. The golden ice brutes, 20 of them. It is nigh on impossible. I've tried it, and it is very hard to get a kill on one of these guys in game on your own. It is hard because the alternative is solo, which, you know, a handful of the players you're going to meet towards that point in the game, because the golden ice brutes tend to spawn mid, and you know, very low chance mid game, but more often at the end of the match, you know, pretty much the final circle. So at that point, only, you know, all the players in the lobby at that point have only got one thing on their mind, which is win. You know, some of them might be looking for the monsters, but to be honest with you, if they see you first, they're going to shoot you, and for that reason it's quite hard. And for me, I've only seen one of these things spawn in the last game that I played of Fortnite Battle Royale since I've making this video. Yeah, I was trying to get it because I was playing duos, solo duos on my own. And guess what? The double team nicked it when I was right there with them. So I decided at that point, sod this, these guys are really irritating me now, I'm going to win the royale. And I actually I did win a solo duos game, and I just thought to myself, I'm so mad now that I'm just going to do that. But you know, I had my moment there, and to be honest with you, it's few and far between to find these guys in an actual game. So what I was going to say to summarise is I just don't know what Epic were thinking by bringing that guy in and trying to have to kill him 20 times. So for that reason, you know, I'm going to try to do it, but to be honest with you, I may miss out on the glider for that reason, because I just think he doesn't spawn enough. For me, I think it should be a more random basis. Like, he should be very rare, I do agree with that. But I think he should spawn at all times in the game, because pretty much there's like nigh on chance, pretty much I would say 0% chance he's going to spawn at the beginning of the game when you approach a shard. And these shards as well, very annoying late game, because guess what? They make a lot of noise. You go near it, it makes a load of noise. You know, in terms of weapons, you need suppressed weapons really, so suppressed scar, things like that. Suppressed pistol or the fiend hunter crossbow, which is ideal for killing the monsters. but to actually get a higher chance, because I've watched a few YouTube videos on it, discussing this guy, and they basically say towards the end of the game you've got more chance of spawning if you're actually actively destroying the shard, and that's annoying because if you use the crossbow for being quiet, it actually doesn't really do any damage to the shard, only the actual monsters themselves, so you can't use the crossbow, you have to use the gun. Can you get all these things together in the perfect way for that point in the game? Then you've got to worry about the players killing you at this point. You've got all these different factors in play, and to get this kill on this gold ice fruit, and it is very, very hard. And to be honest with you, if you do it with your friends, which that might be what it boils down to me for in the end, it's might have a chance of getting the kill on the thing, but not all of you are going to get the kill. Only one of you is going to get it. So like you have to take turns and relay, and to be honest with you, it's a lot of grind to get everyone 20 monster kills on that thing. So it's absurd in my opinion. 6 to 5 days now to do it. I'm not sure if I will be able to. I'll definitely try, but I don't think Epic really thought that one through. It was a little bit of a blunder, and a bit of a shame, to be honest, because the glider's really amazing and exclusive for the Ice King. But hey, if they make an impossible challenge, I mean, it's not impossible in the sense that these things do appear, because they do appear. It's just very hard to get them to appear. But that's the way it is. So that's one thing I haven't liked about Season 7. Redeployable gliders as an item. Please explain, Epic. What is that about? I mean, I thought we escaped this in Season 6. I'm not happy with redeployable gliders coming back in any form. They're an item, yes, now. You get 10 of them. 10. Come on. It should be 3 or 5. You're making the launch pad redundant again. So that's the rant over, guys. And the reason I brought the rant and the updates things, because a few things have changed to the map. The whole map is covered in snow, whereas before it was just the winter section of the map that was covered. But now let's get to the gameplay and the things that I do like about Fortnite Season 7 still. I love the Ice King skin. When I got this one, I was like, he is fantastic. And I thought today in this gameplay, I would definitely show him justice, which is exactly what Robior, GanGStaRss, Lewis and myself did towards the end of this gameplay, because now you're going to see a lot of nice action. It was a bit quiet, so that's why I wanted to get my little rant in about the golden ice fruit never showing himself, and yeah, just a few little comments on some of the things they've brought in, and again, things that I don't like and things that I like, but regardless, I still love this game, so here we are. So right here, guys, got our first fight coming up. So we had a pretty quiet Paradise Palms, to be honest. I think it was because it was quite far on the bus for people to come. But we're finally going to get some action now. We're going to actually find some players. So at this point here, I heard the metallic stairs. I heard the metallic footsteps, so I knew they were in the tower. And at this point there, 2 guys up on that tower, and they get the height almost immediately. So at this point, I just back off. I know I've got my teammates in support. I was just saying that they've got the high ground there, and at this point here, just back up, reevaluate the situation. No point in putting yourself in a really difficult build fight, with 2 players overhead. It's better to reevaluate, get away, teammate support, and I really like how I did that at this point. I saw the guy was jetting off after I shot him a few times, knew that I got him weak, get a really nice knock to change the fight completely. There's 2 guys that we're after right here, and take one of them down, and now it's 1 against 4, so these guys seem like confident builders as well, moving around quite quickly, so that was a nice kill onto that guy, but definitely shows how, sometimes having the teammate support can be pivotal in squads. If you don't like a fight, you can back away and then come back into your teammates, which is exactly what I did there in that situation, and played it really nicely to get that first kill. And like I say, when you're in squad playing with your team and you've managed to get a pivotal knock on a player like that, like I say, it completely changes the whole fight entirely. So definitely getting the damage quickly onto a player definitely helps, and some nice shots onto that player to finish him off. At this point here, I think it was Robior and Lewis up with this final guy. As you can see, they're having quite a big little section up there of the build fight that I started with these guys. Boy, did they carry it on. I was saying to Robior and Lewis at this point, while Lewis wasn't in the party with us, he was just on his own because we didn't know him, obviously, prior to the game. But I was saying to Rob at this point, just be careful, dude, of thinking of shooting it down, but it was connected to the tower and everything else, so decided to leave it up there. And eventually they chase him out to the point where the guy retreats back a little bit. And really nice damage from Robior and Lewis. I just finish him off with the shot there as he tries to escape, and that was fantastic communication from Rob, and you know, really nice play from Rob to keep the pressure on and everything as well, and some nice loot from that guy. Finding a grappler, which was really huge in today's gameplay, and also a blue assault rifle for myself, which is nice. And yeah, definitely got a very good royale winning inventory there. You know, purple pump is fantastic as well, a gold deagle as well. There's a lot of goodness in that inventory, and at this point here, just moving forward to the rest of the gameplay. So at this point here, guys, as you saw, GanGStaRss needed some ammo for his AR, so I just dropped him out that, and yeah, at this point we were just looking to move towards the zone, really, sort of in it at this point, so around Dusty Devo as well at this point, and just looking to always get materials. You know, it's so important to make sure that you have enough in Fortnite Battle Royale. Cannot stress the importance of having so many materials, because you always need them when you need them most. You know, it tends to be at the end of the game when you think you you know, God, I could have used 200 more materials here, so you just don't want those kind of situations. So always best to try and get them as you're going along. And at this point here, just building a little sort of little outpost, just to get a little bit of height. Actually, to be honest, I didn't really want to use this as a main base. I just wanted to sort of observe these guys, because they were ahead of us Dusty Devo, for our good fortune as well. They're actually in a fight with another team, so this presents us with an opportunity to put on some shots. And I really like how we, you know, how my team and I did that in this gameplay, and at this point here, get some really nice long-range shots onto that GanGStaRss guy on the roof, knocking him down, and eventually he gets finished, and that's a really nice play. And at this point here, it enables our team to push in and profit from this situation, because like I said, you know, it's two teams fighting here, and we got the spoils of one team by getting kills onto them. And they've made themselves weaker by fighting this team. As you can hear, another team member from this one of the teams underneath. GanGStaRss, really nice kill then. So, you know, in terms of this gameplay, guys, as well, it's fantastic gameplay for the channel from my team and myself today. Like, we all had some really good slays at points, and it made it a lot easier as well, because we all just took down, you know, one player here and there, and, you know, the whole complexity of the fight changed. You know, it became a lot easier to win the fight generally. So, you know, fantastic plays from us as a group there, and as you can see on 3 kills at this point, and eventually I think it's GanGStaRss and Robior, so there's still one player left. I can hear him tapping around, and then eventually great win from my team here to pin him in, and at this point just spamming the shot still onto him. A really nice play. Didn't notice he put a trap down there, so obviously Lewis got caught by that, so it was unfortunate. And here just go for the revive, and GanGStaRss goes for the loot, as you can see. So I think at this point Rob and I are competing for the revive, but I think I was a little bit quicker because I had it at the end of the game. But yeah, nice play to res Lewis. It's unfortunate, but I didn't see that trap, so you know, it's easily missed. But at that point there, I think Rob's giving Lewis a med kit as well, and we've all got the relevant things. Nice bit of loot around as well, definitely for all of us to get. And at this point here, I just wanted to get some medium ammo because I had none. And Rob tried to pass it out, but accidentally passes it to Lewis. But because Lewis was such an awesome guy, you know, fantastic teammate to have on your team, he was very aware of the situation, and noticed that I needed the ammo. And hey, guess what? He gives it back. So really fantastic from Lewis. Like I say, you know, one of the best randoms I've probably ever had with squads with fill-on. So, you know, I've had others as well, but yeah, definitely Lewis definitely was one of the better ones. So really hope you enjoy this gameplay today, buddy, because it was great to play with you on this night of games, to pick up this Royale. And you know, if I got Robior, GanGStaRss and Serenity's on my team, I'd be pretty happy too. But no, I'm kidding. Bit of ego voting there. But so at this point here, guys, we're just looking to move in the final circle. I think at this moment Rob was setting up a launch pad. Didn't know if he wanted me to build a ramp, and he built his own, and they all go off that. And by the time I've realised what's happening, the ramp's already in the storm. So I'm like, okay, I'll walk to this next part of the zone, guys. And boy, it's going to get intense from here on, and we will see what happens in the next part of the game, folks, right here with Ice King entities in his new kingdom. So as you can see, guys, just surveying my kingdom, looking to regroup my team, and looking out for the enemy at this point. You know, the zone's coming in, teams might be coming in from all angles, so we have to keep our eyes on everything at, you know, all possible times. Ice King entities must be on the alert, and obviously sent his band of minion zombies into battle recently, and you know, he's keeping progress on them. But at this point here, Robior, GanGStaRss, and FPA Lewis, by the way, say to me, look, there's a team to our right here, and I'm like, chill lads, just take our time, we've got this, just need to make a peaceful transition to the zone. That's what we've done, and at this point here, just look to build up and reinforce. So I should have reinforced my partner's build there to the left. It wasn't very well built at the spot. Fantastic shots from myself there. I immediately call that one out to my team, and Rob finishes it off really nicely there. Nice damage onto that guy through that window, and at this point here, just grabbing the loot and see these guys underneath, or one guy underneath, and at this point here, trying to be clever, putting down the trap, and really nice play. I had to sort of go for that loot, you know, quicker, sooner rather than later, because I didn't have a lot of material there. So really nice to get a lot of material from that guy, and at this point here, just communicating with my team to say what everyone needs and what have they got everything ready for battle. And at this point here, we're just taking time. We're just about in the zone here for this next part of the gameplay, and I think at this point as well, I was just making sure that the recording was still running fine, because quite a lot happened at that point, and wasn't really looking at the record as much. And at this point here, I decided to build a Fortnite Battle Royale Season 2 base. I'm not sure I'm not sure why, to be honest. I think I just wanted a bit more protection, just to cover a bit more area, since we're on the edge of this zone right here, because we were in the zone just about here, but only in this position, and I think we just wanted to monitor where the other teams were, because you know, 12 players left, including our team of 4, so it is actually quite a lot of players left, you know, for this part of the game. So I think there was a general, like, you know, consensus from the team here, just to sort of be on the lookout for where the other teams were coming in from. And at this point here, I just want to get this tree out of the way, because it was a little bit annoying there where it was. So I was like, yeah, okay, tree dealt with, just for visibility's sake, really, not for the material. And again, just building in more stuff to reinforce the base a little bit. But yeah, definitely don't want to waste too many materials doing that. Obviously, no, don't spend too many, because you know, on something that we've already got. So at this point here, just looking with my team, you know, all sort of spread out on this sort of edge of the zone, looking for the other guys to come in. And again, some more reinforcement here. I think not a bad idea, because I think what our team has spotted where a few of them are now, so just reinforcing myself with metal. And as you can see at this point, just still looking out for where they're coming in, because the zone's getting smaller now. And definitely the other teams will have to make their move, and you can see here towards the sort of northeast side, sort of northwest from my position, that, you know, they're starting to make a push on that left side. So yeah, definitely interesting. I think the zone ends up deciding to come here. We're just about in it there at the front, where I was in the base there, was just about in. So I think coming to the back here was intended so that we have a sort of castle base, but half of our castle will not be in. We decided to make a bit of a YouTube base, just to sort of reinforce ourselves. And I think we split up pretty well. Rob was covering this left side, GanGStaRss and Lewis were on the right side, and unfortunately here, I think in this fight they send in a load of grenade launcher to that right side. I think one of them, yeah, as you can see, just caught GanGStaRss there, so that was really unlucky. There's quite a, you know, good hit from them. I think there's some damage on Lewis as well. But at this point here, you know, not the greatest idea to spend some materials from me on this part of the section that's not going to be in anymore. As you can see, the zone's starting to push up, and I'm only just about in here with the other guys on my right. And obviously Robior's trying to do his bit on the far left, and there's quite a lot of that area that we haven't really got eyes on. And that's one thing I was thinking at the time of the game. And, we've got this very persistent team coming into us, but I don't want to waste all my rockets on them. I think I did enough to destroy some of their structures to waste some materials, but at this point here, I hear some enemy footsteps and hear that there's a team underneath. Originally I thought it was one guy. I start to shoot and he rebuilds. They're trying to get in on the quiet, into the zone quietly underneath our base. So I called out to Rob, and we opened a right can of worms there, and Rob was like, dude, there's free, and it was a really nice call out from me, because I was the only one that heard those guys. guys underneath, you know, with battle sounds and everything. At this point here, a bit of pressure for Ice King Entities and Robior and the rest of our team. And at this point here, I can't push through there because I'm just going to get shot by that guy in front. At this point, I'm saying, Rob, build, bro, build. It's going to be, can't even keep up with it. Just build, bro, just build. We've got to do everything we can here to try and survive. And unfortunately for Rob, I think he was starting to run out of mats. And unfortunately he gets knocked there, and I realise I've got a bit of pressure on myself now. Luckily for me, GanGStaRss and Lewis are into this zone, but there's a little bit of pressure now. There's a little bit of sweat coming into Ice King Entities here, trying to melt him up into, you know, a melted Monarch has melted. But at this point here, Ice King Entities is like, no, he's got to have to make plays. I've got to try something here. We've worked hard in this royale to get this far. I can't let us down now. And at this point here, Ice King Entities makes his push into the final part of his kingdom. Doesn't need his enemy zombie horde to protect him anymore. He takes the front and gets behind the team. One of them notices that, so I have to keep building. But at this point, they forget about me for a moment and put some laser shots right on point. Lewis and GanGStaRss just doing everything they can over there. And at this point here, you have a John Wick Entities trying to chase Lewis. So at this point, so much hype going on. Rob's like, dude, you got this. You're behind them all. You got this. At this point here, it's just like a GanGStaRss. Look, he's below our random throw. And there you go. Job done. Royale done. Red card for all the teams that participated. Get out of here. This is Ice King Entities Royale. And we need a little twist on that. We need a little bit of a twist on to alleviate the situation, to bring the positivity and the win to the channel. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this awesome squads gameplay. Ice King Entities making a strong debut here, and I've had many sick moments with this guy using this skin recently. Have another highlights video coming out soon, which will be my highlights 7, I think. Really looking forward to making that video because I've done a lot of sick plays recently that weren't enough to make a full gameplay of, but definitely looking forward to that. Fantastic game with Robior, GanGStaRss and Lewis. And again, just want to thank Lewis for being such a good random when we found him. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, buddy. This was sort of for you as well. And as you can see, Lewis staying right to the very end there, doing the dance on that shack. A nice play from him to use that launch pad. He said to me after the game, it was a bit unintentional, but it worked out because the guy followed me and went underneath, so it certainly did. But guys, this was Ice King Entities. I really hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and I'll see you next time. Ready for more Fortnite Battle Royale and Halo 5 content. See you guys.